So, good afternoon everybody. I thought what I would do is just show you a quick highlight of some of the positive aspects of lockdown that I've been able to accomplish over the last 3 months. And I'm going to just show you a quick overview so you can see what's been going on. And I'm going to start with the last one first, which I've completed 2 days ago with the glass coat. So let me show you. So here you can see, here you have the last project. This was all from recycled timber, some of it that I picked up in the ocean outside Duncan Dock. Planks I'd cut up and made into an outside bench. This bench has got 3 really thick coats of varnish on it, so it's a marine varnish, so it'll be fairly protective. That's the first thing I wanted to show you. Then the second project I wanted to show you, if you remember, there was this old table here made of planks, and I revamped all these planks and I made this planter, and for a long time nothing was happening. I planted carrots and spinach, and now you can see how well it's coming up. And the bottom of the planter has got chicken wire, so the moles and stuff can't come down below. So that was a very successful project. And then coming around the garden, the next project I did was this other planter, and at the back there were a whole lot of beans, which I transplant as they get bigger. So you can see I've already picked quite a lot of spinach from this one and from the other one. They've come up nicely. So this was the old door that came from the shed that I showed you earlier, that I made the planter from, was here. And what I did is I took these 2 halves. I had 2 halves of doors that I'd had under the sink when I first built this cottage upstairs, that I turned into one door, and I've made a very successful door which is a lot better and looks a lot better. So that was another successful project. Garden now. This was probably one of the most important. Remember, I had all sorts of kale in that bath, and the bath was next door on the other side, and the mouse birds completely demolished my kale that I tried to start planting here. And I then decided to make the Queen of Sheba's outdoor boudoir. So as you can see, there's now lettuce in the bath. These carrots are growing nicely. A couple of various herb species. This is still some of the kale left over. There you have a good idea. Got a few tomato plants that I've been... This is all from seed. And you can see the beans that I spoke about earlier. I've planted them, transplanted them here, and here they're growing up nicely up this. I had this idea of just stringing up some rope along the top, and the only thing that hasn't been very successful are these pumpkins that I planted from seeds, because as soon as the pumpkins come, I think the moles get hold of them. So, but you can see the veggies are doing, the 2 tomato plants are doing well, and that pumpkin in the box there, the plant is doing well. And maybe for the first time I'll be able to get some oranges. Never in all the time that I've been here, because it's covered now. Birds can't get to this. And then I've installed this irrigation, so during the summer when it's hot, you can just set it and water this area. That's probably been one of the most successful projects that I've undertaken in the last 3 months to keep me out of mischief. So up there in the distance, I don't know if you can see on the top, that's where that table is that I finished earlier in the week with the last coat. This project that I want to start the coming week or so is I want to build an outside table here, similar to the one that I built up on the deck. This is the braai area. It's not a very stable and not a very ideal table, but we have a braai here, somewhere to sit, and so that's going to be the next project. I've got three more planks that I'm just hoping to get today or tomorrow. Those are the ones that some of them that I've got left that came back last week that I used upstairs, so I can use more of these to finish the downstairs bench. And of course, excuse all the washing, but we've had some rain in the last few days. And the first project that I started was revamping this whole area into a yoga studio, so I do my yoga here fairly regularly. And yeah, so that's it. That's been my lockdown projects over the last few months, trying to keep myself occupied and busy and reasonably sane. Well, I hope you enjoyed those, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you're interested, so you can get regular sailing updates and other stuff that I do around Cape Town, etc. Okay, cheers everybody.
Small, we can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be